Oh, that boy got a
Tank.
safety. Oh, he got hurt.
Gorilla Glue. He has Gorilla Glue right now for 40 an eighth, 70 a quarter, 100 a half, and 200 an ounce.
Well, it's the big
Hmm.
show.
Yeah, that's the big show right there.
Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou
Roger.
Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And you know for that Pelicans game, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Dallas calls timeout.
Nice, way to finish that.
Overnight, the Lakers went from a rebuilding team to a contending team now with LeBron.
Yeah, whatever team LeBron has been on has always been a threat to make the finals. Magic Johnson knows that. He was always a threat to make the finals. 9 for him, 8 for LeBron. I mean, the Lakers recognize and know that they have a 4-year window with LeBron now. Titles are a standard for Magic Johnson and the Lakers, and their commitment to bringing LeBron in shows that.
Here's Ball after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Ball, the pass to Big Daddy.
Yeah, do they actually take your screen?
From Ball. Ball's
It's
got
like
his
impossible.
5th assist in this one.
It's impossible to get them
Mavericks
to take
trail
my
by 8.
screens. They will not take a screen from me.
Down low, here's Nowitzki, and Nowitzki with the stuff.
And Nowitzki is
What's good, Israel? What up, G?
Feels like he can knock
What's
down
good,
any
bro?
shot on the court.
You should play Fortnite.
What?
Yeah, I will one day.
There's a screen.
Grinding? Not really, man.
Passing here
I've been
by Los
slacking
Angeles.
big time. I've been confused on my player. I just should have just stuck with the day one prelude player that I made.
The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Can you do a giveaway? No, not right now, Muddy.
Here's Smith.
Let's go.
22 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. Correa with it, picked up by Harris.
We're about to start averaging these
Nowitzki
P's
a
a
screen.
game.
Oh,
Get it.
Here's
he missed
Doncic.
that.
And another basket
They
for
don't
Dallas.
miss. They
And
don't
he's capable of
miss.
scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. There's the
Where
screen.
you at, LeBron? Where you at, LeBron?
It's stolen by Smith.
What kind of pass was that?
Shoots over Ball. Got a hand on it.
Get that shit
and
out,
he gets it
Dirk.
back. Second chance shot. That one's not going to go.
Big Daddy's
They
here.
could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Nah, I'm not a 90 yet. There's two
Here's
bars.
LeBron.
There's 2 bars
Here's
on
Kuzma.
88 to
Yes,
89.
it's
I'm on
James
that
picking
second
up the
bar.
assist. Kuzma's
89.
got 12 points in the game.
Can
It
you
only takes
later? I
few
need a card.
buckets for Kuzma to get going. He's a
I ain't got
crafty,
no-
dangerous scorer.
I ain't got no cards. Get that
And he
shit
fouled
out.
pretty hard on that shot, but he's
Luka
got a
lights
chance to
out.
pick up the points at the line.
You know you're live on Twitch the other
And
day.
Luka
You never
Doncic,
knew
not the
it.
top pick in the draft
Really?
this past June, but one of the more
Well, that's an
exciting names
accident.
out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the summer league as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP
How you
honors,
doing,
and at his
Lights?
age, that is incredible.
And he knocks down the first one.
And possesses such a refined
Oh, no
feel
problem, Lights.
for the game. That Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player
Lights.
in this league.
Out.
And
It's
so
out,
he hits
yeah,
both.
man.
Talking to yourself for an hour. Gee, freaking G, Strange.
And
G
the Lakers
freaking
with
G,
possession here.
Strange. What are you
They've led by as
doing,
much as 10.
Strange?
They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Strange, what you smoking on today,
Teams,
Strange?
too,
What you smoking
in that
on?
last matchup, it took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, I mean,
Where
there's
did
no
you get
way they
that?
could win that game. It was the sixth man to the rescue.
Think I want to
And
come
so
through.
here is
tomorrow,
Dallas
so-
following the bucket by the Lakers.
Tone
To feed the
fit.
Barnes.
Get that shit.
No good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Oh,
It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Mavericks making a switch here. Kleber's checked in.
Let's go.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
God.
Finish that.
Check out the numbers for Harris. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set
That was
to
a
put up
block,
even bigger
bro.
numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Now here's Barnes. 8 points for him.
God,
But
how
he's
do
not
you
going to
make
back off
that?
when he's down. I mean, when he's got a
Jay,
chance to
Jada
attack
go.
the basket.
Ball
You
dishes to
think you can help
Harris.
me get 2K? I'm broke as shit. I'm
Kuzma
broke,
sets a
man.
screen. No one near James as he lets
I'm
it
a
go.
broke dude.
The
Wish I
basket
could
good
help
off
you,
the
man.
assist from Corey Harris.
Timely passing
I can't help you
leads
out, man.
to
I'm broke.
assists, and that's been the
Broke as
recipe
cheese.
for success.
Smith with it. Now guarded by Ball.
Broke his cheese.
Here's Barnes.
That's my board.
He's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his third rebound on the night.
Wait.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way
I
off.
hate when y'all move the ball
Ball with
around
the
like
bucket.
that.
He has the size to be a
Wait.
factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away
You got
from
17,000
testing his
subs.
foot.
Yo, shout out to you, man.
Smith kicks
Man.
the
I
rebound.
wish I could help you,
Back
bro.
to Smith.
I ain't
They
got
set the
cash
pick.
like
Barnes outside.
What the fuck? Oh my.
Clock at 6. This is it to Kleber.
That kills me. I always try to help.
Target
my
from
boy.
three-point range.
Oh,
that. LeBron.
Lakers leading by 9.
Wait, LeBron. Don't do it, LeBron. Stop.
James in the
Stop,
post.
LeBron.
Covered by
Stop.
Barnes.
you don't want to shoot it,
Man, I gotta
CJ.
set some
He's
screen.
got
No,
quick.
really
Kuzma
slow
sets a
Out.
screen.
Oh, hit me.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. That
Let's
one goes in
go.
for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease
gosh.
off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
My fans be going
Ball's
down.
knocked loose.
Like, what the hell do I be doing?
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
I got an F, that's why. Hot F. Hot F ski.
8 seconds left in the second quarter. To the middle. Stolen.
That shit, bud. Shoot it, LeBron.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And
my
would have
God.
thought it had it fallen, but it's offline.
Thank you, Strange.
And so it's
What
the
up,
Los
Mew, Ben?
Angeles Lakers. Their lead
Thanks,
at
Strange,
11
for
points to
putting that.
end the quarter.
Hit that
They're
like
feeling
button.
very confident,
Smack
shooting the ball with
the
great
sub
efficiency
button.
and dictating the pace.
It ain't like we got a
chance
lot of
now to
viewers,
send it over to
Strange.
David
This is
Aldridge,
just my
standing by
subscribers.
courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for
I'm
the
not
third
interviewing
quarter of
LeBron.
action.
It's not what this is about. I might have to leave this team.
We begin our second
This
half.
ain't
So
one of
far,
my
not a
regular
tightly
games. I fell
contested game,
asleep
guys,
playing
but, you know,
this game.
anything can happen. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here
I
in
need
that
to
first
set
half.
5 screens
Oh,
of
well,
play,
he's a
bro. Come
tricky
on here.
cover.
Nope,
He does a
that's
good
two.
job of sensing the defense,
Get
making
off
the
of
right
me.
move at the right time.
Our second half of
on.
basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's
Come on.
see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the
Come on.
third.
You cannot
On the
pass
floor for
the
Dallas.
ball in this game.
On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. Then
Give me
there's
my
Nowitzki.
shit.
Then it's Dennis Smith. And it's Kleber in at the center position.
Wait for me.
Here's Kuzma. And
sick of you.
Kuzma slams it in.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
Yeah.
Smith with
It's
it.
all right.
Now guarded
I
by
mean,
Ball.
it is what it
Nobody
is.
near Barnes. Yes, and it's Smith with the
You
assist
come
that
around
time.
still.
Smith's got 10
Strange.
assists here tonight. So
Oh,
active.
strange. Oh, strange. Why
And
you
about a minute of
gotta
action
be
so far in the third quarter.
so
Kuzma
honest
passes
with
to Big Daddy.
everybody?
Yep, that one goes. Big Daddy's
Slapped
got
him
the
in his
lead up to
face. Let's go.
13 now for Los Angeles.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the
They better be
aggressor,
giving me pick
the
and
other
roll
failing
plays
to
for that
react.
shit.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
They double team Nowitzki.
What you got? Dirk? What you got?
He
Dirk?
gives it to Smith. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 13. Pass the ball.
Screen and roll, bro. Stop. Stop.
Here's Big Daddy.
How
Shot from
didn't you
6.
give it to me
Smith
sooner?
with the defensive effort.
And then I
I'm
can't
sure
make
he
a
thought that was good when they left his fingertips.
layup.
Matter of
Can't
fact,
make
I
a
know he
layup.
did.
Hey, what up,
Pass
Black
to
Hammer?
Nowitzki.
What's good, Black?
He hits the back iron and sinks
It
the
doesn't
shot.
matter where you're playing. I'm always
Nowitzki's
here.
got
I
20
appreciate
points.
it. Yo, did you tell me?
And we're
Yo,
just
did I
about
tell
2
you I'm on
minutes into the second
Xbox?
half now.
For real?
Here's the
You got to
screen.
stretch. We ain't gonna be able to play
Here's
though
ball.
with 2 centers.
Softly drops in the floater. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Solid start to
Hello,
the half. For them.
Strange.
3 or 4 from the field now.
Phone's broke.
Nowitzki a screen.
Waka Flocka
Pass to
Flame.
Barnes.
Waka Flocka Flame.
Over
Waka
LeBron.
Flocka Flame.
Barnes can't get it to go.
LeBron.
Lakers
LeBron.
have gone 3 or
There
4
it
so
is.
far in the third
Wait for me,
quarter
wait
from
for
the
me,
field.
wait for me,
Pretty
wait for
good
me.
start to the half.
Come this way. Take the screen. Take the screen.
LeBron against Barnes.
Take the screen. Take the screen. Take the screen.
LeBron outside. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by LeBron.
That's how
You a
LeBron
ball
likes to
hog,
attack.
LeBron.
So effective at scoring on the move.
Dallas
Son of
calls
a-
timeout. Coming into this, having notched a win against the
And I
Rockets in
can't
their
use my
last game.
PC.
And anytime you come off the
On
bench,
weekdays.
you know your role. And that night,
Gee,
it was
freaking
about
G.
scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as
I'm
many
reading up on
contributors
this
as you can find. The reserves definitely helped fuel the win that time.
Strand. Ah, shit. I want to try it once. Oh, snap.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Dallas.
Oh, snap.
And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come
I just
from.
gotta
The paint,
not
mid-range,
look at
and
it as
shots
a
from deep,
grind and
all
just
broken
play.
down for the Lakers.
And if I
And
hit it, I
clearly,
hit it.
this is a squad that makes its living
think I could do
in the
it, though.
paint. Very few teams are as
But play every
determined
day.
to get the ball
Little
inside
by
as
little,
much
I'll hit
as
it.
they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to
do
continue
it.
to pound it down low.
Now, here is Smith.
No.
They've been leaning
I
on
got a
him
lot
for
of
a decent
characters I
chunk of
made.
their offense.
This is
He's
a
averaging
pure
over
glass
15
painter.
points a game.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Lakers leading
Oh
by
my
15.
gosh!
Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Talk about ugly. I
Why
mean,
would
no
you
pressure.
do that? Yeah, I gotta enjoy it, Strange. I gotta enjoy it. Because over the weekend, I was just
Berea
like
against
so
Rondo.
burnt out
To the
on it.
paint.
And I was like, man,
Here's
I ain't
Big
even
Daddy.
enjoying this
It
shit.
counts. And the foul. Jordan.
So I'm
And
just
so
gonna
he's picked up
chill.
his final foul. And
Try
he
to
will
win
sit for
some
the rest of
rings
this game.
and shit. I'm gonna
And guys,
base
this is
camp.
where their depth really comes into play.
this dude
They've got
does not
such
look like
talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much
See how
of a
the face
drop-off.
cam work.
Now here is Harris.
I can't
And,
even download
right now
that
he's
damn app.
averaging about
It's too
7
big
points
for
a
my
game.
phone. Gotta delete it.
Nowitzki outside.
You
To
ain't
end the
shooting that
run.
dirt. You
And that's a
crazy.
foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his first foul of the
About to
game.
say, you ain't not getting that shot.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the
Take
break.
the screen. Hold on, hold on,
You know
hold
what,
on.
Greg?
Take
There
the
may
screen.
not be a more likable superstar in the NBA than Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, everyone loves Nowitzki.
And a large part of that is just Dirk
Bruh,
plays
you
the
gotta
game with a
give me the
smile on his
screen
face. It
and
seems
roll
at
you
all
scrolling.
times. His play style is one that is
Yeah,
hard
it
to
said
root
Big
against.
Daddy.
Having
You like
so
that?
much skill in the body
I did that for you,
of a
Big.
7-footer.
Give me that.
And it's one
Oh.
thing to be respected by everybody.
taking all
It's
my
another to
work.
be loved by everyone in that regard. And Dirk's, he's one of a kind. And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been
Yeah, I was
superb.
just.
Yeah, and it's
I
been a
was just
team game, a number of
confused 'cause
contributions. Guys staying focused.
I seen
That's
the big
why the league
streamers
continues to
that
grow.
they're like 92 overalls
They get a
because of
hand
their
on it.
shooting
Kicks to
guards.
Barea.
Because they shoot threes, and it gets them a lot of rep.
Outside Matthews.
And I'm like, man, I'll never be able to hit it with my center.
Clock at 6.
It's not true.
Sweet little
I just
floater.
gotta play.
Matthews has got 5 points so far.
He knew what he wanted to do all along.
I
The
got you.
teardrop.
Ingram outside. Beasley the screen. Big Daddy. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And this
It's them
has been
counting
a
for them
great
screen and
job
roll
of
plays.
just
That
getting
shit
into the
better give
middle
me a lot.
of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's strange, I'm a low
Oh, here is
overall,
Harris.
so it really makes you angry when you can't do shit.
There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Nowitzki for 3.
Why
And
is he
it's Ingram with
shooting
the
threes
rebound.
on me?
And it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 17-6 run. And that one, good. And now 24 points for Big Daddy.
They're finding lanes to
Let's
the
go.
hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row.
No, but Strange, I'm not comparing. Just say they had their method of grinding this.
To the wing right side.
They're getting like triple of what I'm getting in one
and
game.
It's the Lakers on the break. Here's
Ain't
Harris.
that crazy?
Beasley tips it back in. Beasley's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'm getting.
And after really leaning on that three-point
I'm
shot
doing my
in the
science
first half,
homework, but I'm taking a
like
break.
they're just getting away from it here in the second.
Get that
More
shit
of the
out.
shots coming from the interior.
Inside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist from Ingram.
No, Strange.
6 points for him.
The way they're doing it, they have sharpshooters. So
of the floor.
in
Harris,
basketball,
a guy
there's
you gotta
different
stay up on.
positions, you know. Point
Kleba,
guard,
the pass to Berea.
shooting
Matthews
guard,
on the
small
wing.
forward, power, and a
Bangs
center. I'm
home the
playing the center.
trifecta.
The center
Great
cannot
set
shoot
play.
threes.
Laying down
The
the
center
screen
I
and
made
setting up the easy chance.
is made for rebounding only. And setting big bodies.
Outside Rondo. There's the screen.
Come on, Rondo. What are you doing?
To the inside. And
then
stolen by
this
Harris.
is so.
Matthews dishes to Nowitzki. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah,
Hey, what's
easy
up,
call.
King?
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
No, my guy can't shoot threes. I need to shoot threes. And then earlier today, I had
so
a little
Nowitzki
break, and I
nails
was
both of
home
them.
trying to create someone that could shoot. And it's just, it's difficult.
And here's Rondo. The 3 drops in the tray. Rondo's got 9.
And I love how he comes
my guy
off
can get
head
rebounds.
up, always
He
in
can't shoot
attack mode,
at
whether
all.
to find or finish.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter up by a whopping
So,
24
like,
points.
I'm not even an
From the
89.
field, they
This
have
dude
been
is a
outstanding,
92 already.
amazing
You get
shooting.
it?
That's what has them headed to a blowout.
It's no big
and
deal,
don't
though. I'm
go
not gonna be the
away.
first
We'll be
200
right back.
to hit 99.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Maybe
Man,
next year.
The D wide open.
That's
with
the
this
game I
feed.
need to
They
buy.
had
I need
no
to buy
chance
On Rush.
to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't
On
hesitate.
Rush.
That's
That
an
racing game I was
outstanding
playing.
play right there.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth.
It's not
quarter.
really
Might
a-
not come down to the wire, but you
Like,
never
because
know.
the whole thing
The
is
forwards
it's
are
not
Ingram and LeBron.
it's not a racing
Harris
game.
is out
It's
there
more
with
so like
Rajon
a
Rondo,
battling
and it's
while
Big
you're
Daddy
driving.
at the pivot
game,
spot,
but
manning the middle. That's the Laker
it's
five.
kind of hard to explain.
Now here's
It's
Berea.
dope.
Kleba, no good.
A good board there.
Oh,
Overall, they're getting slightly out rebounded.
On Rush.
Ingram.
Like
passes
you get a
to Big
team
Daddy.
of it's like
From
you
down
got your
in the low
team. It's
post,
like
it goes.
I think 8 of you.
Ingram's got
And
the
it's their
first
team,
field goal
8
of
of
the
them.
fourth
So,
quarter
like,
for
if
Los
you're playing
Angeles.
domination, right, they'll have a little spot that, you know, you guys
Berea
got to
against
go
Harris.
to. But as the
Berea
game
kicks
is
to
going,
Matthews.
like, you got to try to hold that
Harris a
spot with all
screen.
your team members. Can dominate the
Nowitzki,
spot so
that's
you get,
for
like,
2.
5
Cans
zones
the shot from the wing.
round. But
Nowitzki's got 9
it's
points
like
here in the
different
second
games
half.
that you play. It's
Wow,
sick,
he's only
though.
going to hit that shot about
Like, if
1
you
out
like
of 10
racing
times.
games, it's just like,
Harris outside.
it's a little bit more fun because it's not about who
He's up
comes
the
in
pick.
first or last,
Pass to
nothing like
James.
that.
To the paint, Big Daddy.
You gotta
Good,
actually
and the assist goes
cause
to James.
havoc.
And it's now 26 points for Big Daddy.
It's
And of
just
the
sick,
last
man.
6
Gotta try it.
baskets,
Try
5
it.
come on
No,
the
I know
interior.
that's strange.
This
I
is
made
just
a
smash
shooter,
mouth
but
physical basketball.
I'm gonna just
guys.
make a shooter for next
Last
year.
season, they were trying
in
to
the
speed up
prelude.
the game. C-Web teams were given fewer timeouts.
He has
You
a good
think they
player,
achieved
Strange.
that
He's
goal?
gonna get
Well,
to
yeah,
him.
the new
He's
rules,
gonna get to him.
18 to 14
And
total
that's
timeouts, no more
it,
20-second
baby
timeouts.
girl.
All
He
quarters
just
are
has to-
What's up, Mary?
He's
I
just
think
gonna
that
accumulate
Mr.
like
Money?
200,000
They
VC
can
again.
adjust. They just need to know what the
Oh, that's
rules
what I'm
are.
gonna buy. I'm gonna buy. You know, you can
The
get
fast
200,000.
pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we
You can
see
get 200,000
the game in a way
VC
that
for
fans
50
love it.
bucks.
Los
I'm buying
Angeles
it.
will go for a different look here. Big Daddy's
I'm buying
checked
it.
in for Zubats. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Lance Stevenson.
That's a
Harris is
decent
checked in
deal,
for
but
Contavious
man.
Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo.
It's still like spending 100 bucks on the game, but
Harris kicks to Kuzma.
hey, I'll
Already
take
did.
it.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles.
Dirt King
Yeah, no,
Harvey.
I'm saying-
The intelligence of James. He understands
For
the
me,
game like
since
few
it's
No,
not-
others.
I know what
I
you
mean, spots the open man.
Hell
with
yeah,
ease.
that is a good deal.
But like, yeah, for you, it would be 150.
To the paint and stolen by Kuzma. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it.
But if you spend 100, I think you
It's
get
nice to have an option like
450,000 VT.
Dallas has
Which
gone
is
into a
crazy,
fight from downtown in the
crazy.
fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom
Oh.
of the bucket.
I ain't gonna lie, I was
Nowitzki
thinking
with
about
the
it, bro.
screen on ball.
Spending 100 and get 450.
Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah.
A physical
Nothing
player.
much,
Even
Mary,
when
just
you hit
same old
Smith
chilling,
Jr.,
working.
He doesn't blink, wills those shots in.
You know.
And James throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over.
LeBron, hold
and
up.
over, fellas, as long as he keeps working.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, misses the 3. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers.
He missed that. Right.
Harris
On-court
against
coach
Berea.
badge.
To the middle, Nowitzki and the jam
Son
by
of
Dirk
a
Nowitzki.
bitch, this game.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
God.
A different look for Dallas.
Can you let
You want to be a
me
moderator? I'll think
for
about it, bro.
JJ
I'll
Barea.
think about it, bro.
And it's Barnes in for Doncic. Down low. And there's the bucket from Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 30.
And
Y'all
they
let
are
me guard
attacking the
LeBron,
rim
coach.
and getting great results.
Smith the pass to Cleveland.
And then, oh,
Yeah, my dude,
Here's
he's
Smith.
getting better fresh. He gonna be
Feeds
good.
to Nowitzki. And stolen by Kuzma.
yeah,
Here's
it's because you.
James.
I'm gonna get
build
y'all
up the
open
team
and then
chemistry.
I'm gonna
Makes the
roll.
bucket through contact
Every
and
time.
gets the whistle too.
And they're beginning
I'ma get
to
y'all
just
good spacing.
flat out
'Cause
fall
my
apart
dude's
defensively
getting
right
better
now,
with chemistry.
especially on the interior.
Because
See,
the
when
passes
you
are
look at
more
how
on
basketball
point.
is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and
I'll
then
be
high
alright,
school.
man. I'll
Makes
be alright.
sense.
Anything there
I'ma
that
be
you
the
would
first.
change?
90
Yes, I would
overall,
change
pure
to
glass. Let's
developing
go.
all players and
Everybody got
taking
skill
away
players.
It's
positions.
frustrating, huh?
When you were young, and
That's
you
for
were in,
sure.
Let's say third grade, and you're the tallest player on the
God, you
team,
do
and I
make
make
that?
you a center, and I pull you to one end, and I only show you how to make layups. I don't
Nice.
show you how to shoot threes or to dribble.
Don't y'all
Just
better
assume
not
that
let
your
JaVale
body's
make
always
one
gonna
free
stay
throw.
the same, and I believe that coaches should teach great
Got him.
skills.
I'm a beast down low. Let's go.
Dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're
took that
intended to
wrench.
be.
My
instead
bad,
of
ain't
teaching
been on YouTube
incrementally,
in a while.
where a
I'll give
player
it
may
back.
get
Don't trip.
stuck and
Potato chip.
identified as this type
Man,
of player this whole
damn.
time. I think
And
that really what you
that's
need to do is teach
heat.
full skill sets
CJ.
and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. Just 2 to shoot, and he's good
Oh
on
my
the 3 ball.
gosh, guard up.
11 points for Dennis Smith.
An average
The
shooter
game
from
is-
deep, it's clear Smith Jr. has the touch and focus.
Get there.
Just needs to be more.
Oh, I know. The
conservative.
game only been out 3
Screen for
days,
him.
so I ain't
And the
even.
dunk
I gotta
by
stop
James.
tripping, you know?
Oh, you love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's
It sucks that it
exceptional
only
at
lasts
rising up
1
quickly
year and then you
for
gotta
the
buy the
alley-oops.
whole new game.
Man,
Knocked away.
That was
Stolen
sucking
by
fortunes
Ball.
like that. You gotta get rid of all that shit you bought. It's damn near almost the
1:46
same.
left here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Big Daddy, and he banks in
Let's
the layup. Big
go.
Daddy's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball.
I'm getting
Fantastic
better,
at
man.
recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Barnes against LeBron. On the wing, Barnes. Over LeBron.
That's my board. I'm
And
there,
misses
but
it
I
off the right side of the
jumped
rim.
too early. This
And
game
he
is too
rushed that one, no
real.
doubt about it. The D
my
out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And so it's going to end up in the record book as a blowout.
Got him. He's a little
dominating
turd.
performance.
He's a little
for the
turd
Lakers.
muffin. Got
Fewer
him.
miscues made the difference.
ain't not like
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize
Yeah,
their
double
turnovers, but
pink.
kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Daddy.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really
Let's go,
knocked down
LeBron.
big shots.
Y'all
all game
finally
long.
seeing Big
And
Daddy
how
out
much
here.
longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator.
At this point, it's just icing on the cake.
doing
Terrific
that,
run,
CJ
closes
McCollum?
it out.
They're gonna know my name. It's
Here is
Big
pitch
Daddy.
to Kleba.
Come on, nerves.
They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, look, his teammates are
Why
going to
y'all LeBron? He's screwing up my stats.
Screen.
Outside Rondo.
Oh my God.
Down low.
Big Daddy.
The shot's good from Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 40 points.
Oh,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what, the
Yeah.
energy in this
40 points
arena,
is 67
you
overall.
can feel
Let's
it.
go.
Well, a well
Let's go.
victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
You
Back
know I
to
want
Smith.
that board.
He kicks to Matthews.
You know I want
Fucking
that
game
board.
sucks, man.
And Nowitzki
Oh.
has it in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb.
Of course he
And
hits that.
Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go
Ooh.
from deep, you just get the
I don't
feeling.
understand
Come on, let's
why
take
he
a pick
never
and
And so
goes
it's the Lakers
around
taking
the
care of
screen.
business here.
It
And
should be many pick and roll completes. They should give you points for that shit. Good screens. My basic 30
God, Damien, if you would just pass the
I need
ball
10
when
a
I
game.
need it.
I need 10 of those a game, and I need 20 rebounds a game. I need 5 blocks a game. Contact dunks.
He's off.
I need 3 contact dunks.
Right.
3 contact dunks. Strong finishes. I need 10 of them things.
Let's go.
Pick and rolls. Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah! They're gonna give me points for that now. That's all I'm gonna do.
How
all
fake is
game.
that? Why can't I never get the steal?
Quick reflexes. That's gonna
That's
take
fake, man.
forever. 13%.
Fake.
Teammate great. Oh my gosh. This shit gonna take me forever.
Oh my.
What time is it? Almost 6. How long I've been streaming for? Only 27 minutes. Alright, we're gonna time a whole full game.
Yeah, JaVale McGee, of course.
Unbelievable fan support. I don't know what this one says.
Fucking hate this game so much. Because you're gonna stand on the 3-point instead of going inside.
Damn, you just had 20 VC. You did a glitch? Nah, bruh. I was on my lunch break, and I was trying to make a. What is it called? A shot creating 3-pointer shooting guy, and I took him out in the field, and I didn't like it. So I wasted about 30,000 VC on that dude. I was a little mad about that. But then again, I was just like, it's just VC. You got all the badges on 2K?
Hey, Coach, I just need a left hand.
Tank just wants to play big man. I don't know why. He likes
That's
being
all
a
I'm
big
good
guy.
at. That's all really I'm good at.
Perfect.
I'm like,
Thanks.
I just like playing big.
Every time I press X, it does some stupid move to get out of LeBron's way. I hate this stupid fucking game
Be right
with
back.
that.
Later, Strange.
Get out of here. Oh my god. Damn.
Sierra, what's up, girl? How you doing? Can I get the ball, sir? Damn. Aww. Jarrett,
Not a steal.
let's go.
Oh my god.
Damn, you
Guys,
holding me,
D-Up.
dog. Get off of my sack.
What are you doing? Fucking. Oh my god.
Make the move.
Let Lonzo Ball take you. That's crazy.
Look at the screens he's setting, bruh. It's really making me mad. It's really making
It's
me
not a
mad.
foul call.
You eating food?
Oh my.
Get off of me! You better make that. Oh, you son of a...
What if I do that at the Falcon? I fucking hate this
Oh
game
my
so
gosh.
much. With the fakeness of this game.
C to a B plus today, AI. Better be working up.
Son of a gun, bruh. This is the hardest badge in the game to get right here. Bruiser. This will be the longest badge to get.
Man, it's fucking... This game makes me so angry. With the stupidity of it. Like, just don't understand.
All right, AI. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
This game makes me so angry. So angry.
I was worried about this drill.
I want to rip my controller in half.
You made a new Instagram?
Really, AI?
Get that shit out. Get that shit out. Oh, you lucky? Get that shit out, big boy. Fuck you doing, McGee? Oops, sorry. Fudge, brownies. Posterizer!
All right, AI. Let's get
My
to
mom
work.
just caught having with my girl. You feel embarrassed? GG. Why can't I dunk the ball? Oh my gosh, this big dude can't dunk. Oh my gosh.
What is that?
Why is he going? Why can't I dunk? Oh my gosh.
Just like that.
And he's playing me up front. I couldn't go, man. What am I? Oh my gosh, this cat is cheating, bro. You're cheating. I'm about to slap you in the face. I'm cheering for you. You got this. Aw, thank you.
Man, if... Why can't we switch the game speed?
Oh my gosh, stop picking the ball up, you jerk.
Can't get one green. Can't get one green. Not one.
This is awkward.
One.
Aww.
All right, AI. Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Fucking hate building a character. Shit.
Oh, you guys got it coming now. You
That shit
just got it coming.
20 years.
Oh, they doing me dirty right now. They are doing me dirty at practice. upgrade the game or I can't get a block? I was about to say, bruh. I'm about to get mad. Oh my gosh. No. I'm only 60 something overall. I'll show you, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What happened to me getting blocked? Son of a gun. She just said you better not get her pregnant. Feel ashamed.
Ay, ay, ay. And he's not gonna shoot it. Oh.
Wow. Wow. I'll probably hit that shit tomorrow night. Or the next night. I'm not in a rush.
What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! It makes no sense.
67 overall. Put that up some. That up some.
Miss shot, like that's my fault. Stupid fucking trash. I don't know how many times I have to. Wow. 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 I don't. How am I supposed to throw this if this dude's never gonna catch one? So sick of this stupid ass drill, man.
Who
It's the
playing
2K
Blackout?
Sports pregame show.
What's that? Call of Duty?
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody.
I
I'm
ain't
Ernie
got
Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and
The
the prop
Big
playing
Diesel.
King Smith.
Shaq Daddy.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional post game who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
Change.
All right, guys, listen up. I need your attention for a minute. Got a very special guest here with me today. That's right, he don't even need an introduction. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now listen, Kareem is going to be working with the team as a special advisor over this season, all right? That means individual attention from each of you. Before we go out here and win this game, I wanted him to say a few words to you guys. Take it away, big dog.
Thanks, Coach. I've been watching what this team has done to start the season, and there's a lot to like. But one of the main things I want to stress to you guys, to each one of you, is how important it is to find balance in your life. Being a professional athlete isn't easy. So you've got to remember to explore the world off the court every chance you get. Go to the library, read a book. Educate
Why does it do
yourself.
that?
It will make a difference for you on the court. I promise you.
Yes,
What the
guys, that's some great advice, all right? I urge you to take everything this man is saying to heart. He ain't a six-time champ for nothing. Balance is key. So with that being said, let's focus up. Let's go out here and let's win this game, okay? Let's go. Come on.
Let's do it.
Listen, AI. You know, I've heard your story. I know where you've been. You have all the potential in the world. But perhaps more than anyone else on this team, you need to be careful not to get caught up in all the off-court distractions. Don't worry about things like
Why does it do that? Like,
Focus your time and energy on
there's no
expanding your
time
mind
ever that I
and
can
growing.
do a triple pull-up right there. Like, it makes no kind of sense.
Not
Like,
just physical, but mental and spiritual.
it just won't let me.
Basketball will end one day, but life continues on.
I hear you, and I appreciate that, but Kareem, I'm still a rookie. You know, I still got plenty of time to think about these things later on, right?
You know, life comes on you real fast, AI. Let me leave you with a quote, something for you to think about. The mind is a gemstone that transforms the body from a circle to a ring.
Deep, ain't it? Keep your mind on the court, boy. Off that phone. Let's go, Kareem.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I just want to say I really appreciate you coming in and talking to my team. Thank you so much.
Hope I can be of some help.
It means a lot.
We wish to remind you that all smoke is prohibited in all areas.
Man, sometimes.
Hello. What's up, guys? Who's this?
Who's this?
This is, Jacob. John Jacob Jingle Smith.
Yeah.
This is, Jacob. Well, his name is my name, too.
Nice.
Yep. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, "You're John Jacob Jingle Smith."
I love that jingle. I just love that jingle.
Where money at? My name.
He'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
He went to drop his young one off.
Oh,
You on that part?
We grinding that
hell
back.
no.
You made a shooter or what? Where are you on? You sound far away from your headset.
Oh, this is Sneeds.
What's up, baby? Hey.
Bring the box back.
Coming live on 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our second line reporter, David Aldridge.
I can't see what the
Occasion
camera
rivals
gave
square
it
off as the Phoenix Suns come to Los
That's
Angeles to
so
take on the
funny.
Lakers.
I'm like, who is he
There's no
talking
question
to?
this game will
Like,
put them to the test, facing off against
I
a
think that's
team
one
that
of
has
Money's
every
homeboys,
expectation of beating them.
because he's your
They'll need to play a
Money.
complete game to snare a win.
And there's history, some bad blood between these two teams that makes it all the more interesting.
Well, that much more competitive, too, and that's the compelling part here in this matchup. You play so many games in an NBA season. This is the one you get up for.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. Warren is out there with Ryan Anderson, and it's Ayton in at the center. You can see it all over the league. Injuries, Brent, beginning to affect some teams, but it's hard to play stars and maintain a deep bench all under the salary cap. It's a very difficult dance to do.
This is why sitting next to you as a broadcaster is a really less stressful thing to do, rather than be a general manager in the league. So hard to make.
But you could be a general manager in this league.
Maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now I'm enjoying this seat with you. And I'm wondering how it is that some of these teams can get creative with cap analytics guys and their strategy.
Yeah, Frankie, I can play 2K tonight.
Given some of the restrictions of what you can do with your roster. But we know the more players you have that can step in and be ready, these
is it a
teams
good
during
game?
the regular season usually pile up a few more wins than those that don't have that approach.
Yeah, that's good.
And
wait, Frank,
good
is
for
it,
Anderson. And Ryan Anderson, you can see Berkeley entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting.
But,
he enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit
but
more
nah,
of a defensive liability.
is it easy
but that
overall?
stroke is as pure as ever.
And here's Booker after LeBron James hitting the three, and the basket is good.
Booker effective that time, close to the basket, taking his time to cash in.
Here's Los Angeles now. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And I know the defense wasn't great.
I was going to make like a,
their ability
I don't
to
even
stay
know, pure lockdown
composed
or
was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the basket by LeBron James.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Ball. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
You have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Pass to Ayton.
When the hell you coming this way? I thought I was coming this way.
Outside Warren. 6 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Booker.
Taking my time.
Over Harris. Ayton, the pass to Warren. That shot missing. Great D that time from LeBron. Harris kicks to Kuzma. Over Anderson. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Harris. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, it's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Now here is Harris.
If you put it on Hall of Fame, then it's way faster.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you see the natural talent Harris has. The game comes
Hey,
so
come on,
easily
man. I
to
ain't
him.
trying to hear that shit,
An exciting player to watch.
Sounds just like last year.
Well,
I'm
Greg,
a
you know
guard
that the
for
Lakers
my
front office
97
and Magic
and
were
then
going to
I'm
do
gone.
everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to LA
67
completely shifts the
60,
mindset of this organization. He was very busy
64.
the rest of the free agent period as well. Still makes very aggressive plays as this is a team that is looking to win now.
Knocked away.
I had the VC grind it out. Wait.
There's a screen. In the corner, it's Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Inside, here's Harris. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Suns trail by 8. Outside Warren. He kicks it to Ayton.
Give a Tonka.
Rudy put his
Okobo,
first
he's
mixtape
covered
out
by
yet?
Ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I put a link into with my
Los Angeles leading by 8.
The freshman
And
of
let's
the
catch up
season
with
this
our
shit he does.
sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Igor Kokoshkov and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He
Well,
said
I
the
was-
first meeting
and I
between
was
these
gonna
teams,
do
his
finish
guys weren't as
recording
sure
Better
as
not
they
be
needed
over
to be
here
offensively.
making no
He
motherfucking
thinks
love
that cost
songs
him the
either.
game. He told me,
Oh, hell
if we
no, it's
take
not.
care of the
No, I got, like,
basketball
math
and
songs,
execute
bro.
in half court,
Nah,
like I
I'm
know we're
making a music
capable
video
of,
and
This ain't
it
no
puts us
R.
in a
Kelly
good position
shit,
to
bro.
win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
I'm making
As
like a
always,
couple of music
DA
videos.
appreciate the good work. So,
better
guys,
stop
they
crying
want to
about
see
all
their
these
shooting
chicks when
percentage
you
high
get
up there
motherfucking
immediately.
roasted
Yeah, it doesn't
in
mean
a
you're just
freestyle.
hoping a few guys get hot. It means
Oh,
a
hell no.
Matter of
commitment
fact, we gonna
to
put your ass on
finding
smack. They're
good
gonna be like,
shots.
remember
Well,
that
they're
time?
very driven
When you had your
offensively
face
as a
all
team, so you
ripped
don't
up
have to
on
worry
Facebook?
about guys getting too lazy out there. They're just going to keep working and finding those open
I'm
opportunities.
not even.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already
No,
the
I
lead
ain't.
is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
There's the
Yeah, I
pick.
kind of said that. Yeah, I can't. Find it.
Anderson dishes to Warren. Pass to Ayton. Anderson outside.
Nah, bro, he
Shot to stop the run. Phoenix,
sleeping
no good
over
that time
Friday.
either.
Well, even though he
Yeah,
missed,
well,
he likes
over
seeing him
Friday.
taking that kind of
I'm
shot.
gonna
Oh,
get
he got her back.
Look at
He got her back.
Nah, I don't got her back. Nah, I don't got her
Good.
back.
And Harris gets the
listen,
assist.
Nah, listen. This
6
is what
points
I'm
for
fucking with,
Lonzo
right?
Ball.
She did some stupid shit. Now she
They
wants
have
me back.
absolutely
I'm fucking with her now.
this first
She
quarter.
coming over Friday. Strict pussy.
Oh my.
That's it.
God.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Now here's Anderson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
It's going to
Shit
be out of
out.
bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Not in my house. Get that shit out. I made a big boy toy, bruh. I'm coming through. If you
Just 3
under
to shoot.
6 foot,
And they've had chances
slapping that
to
shit
score
out.
inside, just unable to convert.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Kuzma's got 6.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
Samurais, pull your hats
Okobo,
together.
he's covered by Ball.
Samurais, pull your
Warren a screen on Ball. There's the pick
Oh, I know.
to the
I seen
middle.
the picture. That's
Okobo,
yeah, he's
shot clock at 6.
Good-looking dog.
Warren, good.
Jeff and John.
Anything
what
about
it
the
do?
Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge? Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan
Oh,
ruined
all right, I'll be
a lot
active,
of the
man.
title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
Got it. Big man. Big man
A
official.
shot's good
Big
from Big
man
Daddy.
official.
Yeah,
Call me
these
the
defenders
tank.
just look a bit overmatched,
Oh,
especially
I did.
inside.
Sneed, I
Suns
made
trail by
6
16.
players, messed around and wasted about 60,000 VC.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Look on my
We
screen,
have a
I'll
month of
show you
NBA
one.
action in the books. Let's now take a
I
moment
ain't
to
gonna
look
lie
at
to
the
you.
Rookie of the Year race. Always exciting to see the new blood making their presence felt.
So
Look
next
at Big
year, I'm
Daddy.
making one
What a
player.
rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings
He
right
gonna be
now.
a
And
pure
even
sharpshooter
though
next
it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the
I
heat
like running
of
the
all
center.
that young
It's
talent.
cool.
That is no small achievement,
running
even
the
early
center.
on like this. I think it shows just how well he fits into playing at this level.
Defensively,
I
giving up
might
far
even
too
bring them
many
players out
open
when I hit 95.
rhythm looks.
I forget what the thing says. I'm going to look at it.
Okobo, he's covered
You
by
got a-
Ball.
a jump
From
start.
12 feet
I don't know
out.
what that means.
They get it back. Anderson. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and
I
a
think
chance
they
for
get
one
all
more
the
here.
caps.
Really an underappreciated part of Ryan Anderson's game at 6'10", does a great job roaming around the rim for offensive rebound.
Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Big Daddy, and it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Here's Big Daddy. It's hauled in by the Suns. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
Yeah, and they certainly did that. What they lacked in offense, they more than made up with defensively. It wasn't pretty, but it was a win all the same.
Booker against Ball. Pass to Big Daddy. From 7, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 6 points for Big Daddy.
And Ball, a terrific distributor. He's got great size at that point guard position, which enables him to see over smaller defenders.
Outside Warren. Anderson with a screen for Warren. Kuzma pulls it in.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish. Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Bridges passes to Booker. Out to the wing. Anderson the screen. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And that's now 8 points for Devin Booker.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. The Lakers working the ball around now. Over to the wing. McGee a screen to the middle. Here's Big Daddy. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Anderson with the screen for Booker. Stolen by Ball. Now the Lakers on the break. They set the pick. Kuzma passes to Big Daddy.
That's the ball.
For 3, Booker. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
McGee trying to break free. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 5 now.
A remarkable score. Even when you contest Harris from the interior, he's capable of beating you with better offense.
And the Suns call time. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Now, here's Warren. He's guarded closely. Anderson right side. Nailed from three-point land. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good when it left his digits. Really one of the better snipers in the league.
Here's the screen. Hart the pass to Big Daddy. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
They got me shooting free
Here's
throws.
ball.
Gee,
9 points in the game so far. To the inside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
This dude is
A chance
pushing
now
me.
to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up. Look at Big Daddy.
And to have the great
All-Star.
season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific
it's going
some of
okay.
the
Thank
other
you,
Western
guys.
Conference players have been.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more.
I'm live right now on 2K.
Now, here's Warren. He's tightly guarded. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
Back to Booker. Anderson, a screen on Harris. No good from Booker. Lakers leading by 20. Down low. Here's Kuzma. Got it. Good job in the low post. Kuzma's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
Anderson kicks to Warren. Anderson with the screen for Warren. 4 on the shot clock.
31-17.
That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Nice move towards the basket there. You gave T.J. Warren a little too much room, and he's going to want to score.
You know, T.J. Warren is a great scorer. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the 3-ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. Just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
The first one falls. A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the 4th different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league. And he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. James checked in for the Lakers.
3 million.
Here's Booker. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's LeBron. It's tipped.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Who's calling? Rudy, are you
There's
calling
a screen.
Me while I'm busy?
Warren kicks to Ayton.
Is that VR?
6 to shoot. Anderson outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
How is LeBron
22 is their biggest lead. Free throw line jump shot.
7-3.
And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James.
Yeah, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Corey Harris picks one up.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Harris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. And the Suns also making a change. Ariza's checked in. Big Daddy. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Greg,
No,
if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
Here's Big Daddy. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Big Daddy.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
What up, baby?
And Booker kicks to Anderson. Anderson, a screen on Rondo. Ariza outside. Sinks the triple. Ariza's got 9.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
I mean, what card?
Back to Caldwell Pope. The Big Daddy passes to Caldwell Pope.
Which one is that?
Here's Rondo. Here's Big Daddy. Again, the Lakers.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Suns trail by 20. Okobo. He's covered by Rondo. Now here's Ayton. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
What are these steps?
Caldwell Pope against Booker.
Let me hear, BR. You know it. Let me hear.
There's a good screen. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got his first basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Inside, a nice shot by Booker.
Now, Booker has a bit of that Klay Thompson in him. It feels like when he gets going like this, he can be very, very dangerous.
It's stolen. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Inside, and the dunk by Booker.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That one on Ayton. The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Yeah. And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
It's deflected.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that one.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers on top, up 19. We're going to step away briefly. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
Second half underway. Here's who Igor Kokoshkov's got on the floor. Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. Ayton is out there with Anderson, and it's Warren in at the small forward position. Anderson the screen. No good from Booker.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Ball with it. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. You look at Big Daddy, second in the NBA, a great defender. And of course, DeAndre Ayton. He can also get after it. Such a great shot blocker.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
James, that's a 2-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Booker against Harris. From 7. That one off the back iron and out. Lakers leading by 23. And another basket for the Lakers.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
5 years from now, who do you think will be the best player in the NBA?
5 years from now, the best player in the NBA will be
Antetokounmpo? I'm going to go.
Wow.
I'm going to go and just say that right now.
You think he'll be the best player in the league?
If he does not get injured, I think he'll be the best player in the NBA. 5 years from now.
Okay, that sounds good.
Give me another name.
Is Joel Embiid going to be the man in the league?
I like that if he stays healthy. Of course, you can say it with anybody.
You can say it with anybody, but Joel Embiid might just be that guy.
Special talents.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
Cool.
Kuzma against Anderson. Anderson, a screen on James. Okobo, it's deflected.
Right. I am a volleyball player.
Here's Kuzma.
Oh,
that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And now a look at DeAndre Ayton. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's around 14 points per game, 12 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
LeBron, left side. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Kicks it to Ayton. Anderson the screen. Booker outside. Looking to end the run. Drills the three-pointer. Booker's got 19 points.
Of the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy.
Ball, let me set you a damn screen.
Here's LeBron. Lakers passing it around.
Killing me,
6 on the shot clock to the paint, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Playing with lots of...
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
And here is LeBron. He's got 16. Here's Big Daddy. The 9-footer's on the mark. 21 points in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Ariza outside. Holmes, that's a screen. Offensive rebound. Back to Booker. Ariza outside. The pass to Warren. Holmes, that's a screen. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Let me upgrade.
Chandler a screen. On the wing, Booker. Three-pointer. The Lakers with the rebound. Big Daddy's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. LeBron's shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bridges, no one around him. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. To the paint, here's Big Daddy. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And Booker kicks to Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler doesn't have a long way to go, but he gets up for that one.
Ingram outside. Back to Rondo. Ingram outside to the middle. Got a piece of it. The Big Daddy passes to James. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5 over Ariza. Good D by Ariza.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Kicks it out to Booker. Chandler is screen. Booker with it. He's picked up by Rondo. A nice shot by Booker.
I like to watch Devin Booker get himself in that in-between area on the floor and get a jump shot off like that.
James against Ariza. Off target at the rim.
How do you miss a bunny, Frank? How are you missing a bunny?
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan.
Great job on defense. Keep sharing the ball on offense. Let's stay with it. Defensively, we're active. We're in. We're out. We're helping. We're 5-man rebounding.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Bender. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Bridges. And it's Booker in for Cannon. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with ball, and it's Big Daddy in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Los Angeles leading by 21. LeBron kicks the ball. They set the screen. LeBron passes to Big Daddy, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Anderson outside. Okobo, he's covered by Ball. It's rebounded by Big Daddy.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Off the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. That one on Ayton. First one falls for him. All free throws good from Big Daddy. Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Chandler is screen. Here's Booker. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Los Angeles has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
That's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Bridges dishes to Booker. A 3-ball. Poked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Make them pull out on me. Fast and Furious 9 coming out next, right?
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. Fades back, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Hey, Frank.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
The Suns shooting at 42% in this final quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Big Daddy.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
That release so quick from Devin Booker. Wow.
Here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Bridges against Harris. Pass to Big Daddy.
Bro, you gotta give me
Harris
that.
kicks the ball.
Contact.
Here's Big Daddy. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Booker. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Shoots from the corner. Rebounded by Hart. And here's the Lakers. Dishes at the ball. To the inside, Big Daddy. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
No badges. You can't
Now
buy
Booker. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Hey, there you are. I got an interview lined up for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right this way. You're on with Shaq and Kenny.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm too deep in now.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille.
Hey, this is Shaq.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
Thanks, man.
There's so much shit on GTA. It's crazy.
See ya.
You can't even. So much shit. Literally, so much. This grind seems harder than 18.
How's it going?
Oh, shit, boy, and a bag of chips. Alright, I gotta get this.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
There he is. Back. And that's it. That's it. And that's hit.
Hop to it. This
That's
is
the
where it counts.
rock.
Next time. Next time. Hey, hit me up. Way to finish strong, fellas.
BR got a
Trying to
club.
get some shots
Remember
up.
You know
freshman
you
using that bitch
understand there's more to
dancing?
this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Freshness count. Alright. Don't lie. Don't lie. Just study a bunch of YouTubers, Aiden, on how to play. Alright? Ain't my ass.
Let's go.
Hey, the Jets are whooping Detroit ass. I don't know, bruh.
All right. On to the next one.
But it is an absolute beating. %, 89. I'm hitting it today or tomorrow, 89. I am too, bruh. I just gotta keep grinding and not look at it. Just keep grinding. Just keep grinding, Frank. You got this. You smoking too
All
much
right,
weed.
AI, let's get
That
to work.
shit's strong. I'm
Here's what we're
telling
going to do.
It'll make you tired. No. Strange. What up, Strange? Alright, Strange. Come Come on, man. Dunk the ball. Damn, bro. You can't even catch the damn ball. Real DJers.
Poetry in motion, AI.
Alright, bro.
Definitely not your best effort, AI.
Right.
Certainly not your worst.
Hate it.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Shut up, Beer.
Poetry in motion, AI.
They're cheating me. What kind of shit is this dude doing, bro?
Just like that. That's one way to do it. Not the best way.
What's up, Brandon Vlogs? What's good, buddy? How you doing? Posterized. You've just been posterized. 27%. Fortnite.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Fortnite
Good evening, sports
building.
fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. We're bringing you the Los Angeles Lakers out at Staples Center as they'll face off against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. One of the players we'll see tonight, Brandon Ingram, second overall pick in 16, has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant, but Kenny, he's still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we knew it could take a while, but he's going in the right direction. I mean, he's a little undersized in terms of weight, but his ability...
It's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah,
He's skinny.
Chilling Fortnite,
Okay,
you know,
he's a little
just
skinny.
chilling.
Thank you, Ernie. It's
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
No, that's his name, bro. Fournette.
Welcome, everyone. And David. Well, great stuff, DA. Thanks. Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have pretty much a good team.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan out there with Young. And it's Pondexter in at the 3 spot. Harris passes to Big Daddy. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Big Daddy's got the first points of the night for the Lakers.
And even though AI didn't take a traditional path to the NBA, he's made inroads with the other players across the league. A lot of friends for that young man.
And you know, it would have been easy for AI to view himself, Greg, as an outsider after spending time in China and the G League, but he's put himself out there and can always be found chatting with other NBA stars.
That's what the offense is designed to do, get LeBron high percentage looks.
And Young kicks to Pondexter. Pass to DeRozan. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Jumper off the screen, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
DeRozan dishes to Gasol. Knocked loose. Stolen by Corey Harris. And here we go. And LeBron throws it down.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
And Young kicks to Aldridge. Now the pass to DeRozan. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open from mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
And he gets it to go.
You just love LeBron's patience. Scanning the floor, delivers the basketball on point and on time.
Pass to Gasol. The dish to Young. Kuzma against Aldridge.
He got rid of his car.
Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Kuzma. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Los Angeles leading by 3. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You take a look at the Celtics. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
Now here's Gasol, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. DeRozan against Ball. Gasol off the left rim and out.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
They set the pick. Here's James. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good from Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his second bucket.
I love the effort there. Refuses to give up on that play.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Here's DeRozan, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
DeRozan against Harris. Here's Big Daddy. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Spurs trail by 5. Aldridge a screen. Young passes to DeRozan. Aldridge with a screen on Harris. Off the screen, and the dunk by DeRozan.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
And Smitty, it's amazing since Popovich took over the Spurs, they've missed the playoffs only once. Only one time under his tenure.
Yeah, in his first season, they won only 20 games. But then the big consolation prize, they got the #1 overall pick, which became, guess who? Tim Duncan.
Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Young's got 5.
And the jumper is wet. Young is dependable at knocking it down from virtually anywhere.
Harris outside. In the corner, it's James. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Aldridge. Putting up about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Aldridge a screen. Young dishes to Aldridge, and it's blocked. Harris passes to Big Daddy. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the night.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Here's Young. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard.
Corey Harris.
Number 1, Corey Harris.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Let's face it, he can score from anywhere and against any type of D. He's a man who knows how to get the ball in the bucket, period.
Gotta appreciate how skilled Harris is. He plays with a real fire and energy on both ends.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. Aldridge a screen. DeRozan against James. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. He can't hit that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Spurs trail by 5. Passes it to Murray.
I get a rebound and
Kicks
kick
it to
out, and
Gasol.
they're ready to get the ball.
Spurs passing it around. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Kuzma. LeBron outside. Shoots from the high post. And the shot goes in. LeBron's got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Screen by Young. Harris against Murray. Young outside. Left side, DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Rebound the Lakers. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 6 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Aldridge a screen. Murray against Harris. Murray kicks to Young. Drills it from outside.
You're asking to get scorched every time you give Young that kind of space, especially off the screen.
Now, here's Ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Inside. The shot's good from Big Daddy.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Spurs trail by 8. Young passes to DeRozan. Over James. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it showed some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Brandon Ingram comes in for James. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Harris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. San Antonio also making some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Young. And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by DeRozan. There's a good screen. Rondo passes to Big Daddy.
Why are y'all passing the ball?
And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Murray. 2 points. That one goes. Murray's got his first points of the night.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
And stolen by Murray. In transition, here comes San Antonio. He kicks to Mills. Back to Murray. DeRozan against Ingram. Back to Pirtle. Clock at 6.
She gonna block down.
Shoots a fader. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Jazz in Utah. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Steve, you were kind of a positionless player when you played 6'8", highly skilled. Talk about some of the guys who really fit that bill in today's game.
I think guys like LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Jason Tatum does a fantastic job. Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, he's done a nice job. Gordon Hayward. Those are the guys that are 6'8", 6'7", can do a lot of different things at that position. One of the best also at that position, Andre Iguodala, to be able to switch out on offense and also play different positions on the offensive end.
Excellent list. Here is Rondo after the basket by San Antonio. And there's the pass to Big Daddy. And there's the 3-second violation. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, They're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Harris, and it's Big Daddy in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Nice move by Gasol. When playing with energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
Pass the ball. Here's the screen. LeBron passes to Big Daddy. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Paul Gasol.
Great leadership by LeBron James. What a pass. He's telling everyone, be aggressive, trust one another, make plays for each other.
The Lakers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. San Antonio with the ball, trailing by 2. And Walker kicks to Aldridge. Young outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, you've got to stay with Ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Ball against Young. Aldridge kicks to Young. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Young.
3 months longer.
Over in the corner, Gasol. There's Walker with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the inside. And Kuzma slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
With authority, Pau Gasol turns up the aggressiveness. Always a good sign for this team.
Gasol with the steal. Here's Young. Rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kuzma. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Kuzma's got 10 points. Spurs trail by 4. Young outside. Pass to Aldridge. Gasol, a screen on Kuzma. Aldridge dishes to Walker. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Corey Harris picks one up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
Well, you know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
The shot's good from Big Daddy.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Young against Ball. Aldridge a screen. Pondexter with it. He's against Kuzma. Walker in the corner. Fires the three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
He's a real NBA.
Young against Ball.
He's in the NBA.
Out to Harris, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
You know what I'm saying?
And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. Look at Big Daddy, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier rim protector in this year's rookie class.
Pondexter with it. He's covered by Ball. With the fadeaway. And it's in off the backboard. Aldridge has got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ball against Young. Ball kicks to James. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Now, here's Ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Everybody got their face.
Young against Ball.
I got down with that.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Young. Kuzma pulls it in.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Young passes to Walker. Kuzma against Aldridge. Shoots over Kuzma. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers leading by 3. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Kuzma's got 13 points.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And the difference on that night, their ability to knock down triples.
What they did, they made a serious effort to generate good shots along the perimeter. Extremely accurate.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Walker. 1:21 left in the first half. Can they get it? Rebound by Big Daddy.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the inside. Outside for Murray. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Young. To the paint. Shoots from 8. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 6 points for Aldridge. Caldwell Pope outside. There's the screen. James, the pass to Ball. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Count that one. He has 7.
Adept at scoring from any area of the floor. Harris, a guy you gotta stay up on.
Here's Gasol. Softly drops in the floater.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
I'm tripping.
Ball against Young. The Big Daddy passes the ball. It's LeBron with the drive and the dunk by LeBron.
You see the tremendous first step, the power. LeBron loves to put the defense back on its heels.
Young left side. Shoots over Ball. No good there off the double clutch. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a deficit in the second half, what do you tell your guys?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
I'll bring it by. Shit ball. Shit ball. Shit ball. Shit ball. That's how they do it down there. That's how they're doing it down there. That's how they're doing it down there. That's how they do it down there. Yeah. Tupac. And that's it. Damn, Rudy. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again. Rudy's back. I said it. Jimmy said it. And Bobby said it. We said it. What you gonna do about it? Puerto Rican. chicka, wow, wow. You blocked me. Oh, you saying Rudy with it. Saying Rudy didn't know you know where. That blocked me. Let me see that T-ball.
Right here on. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
He's been one of, if not the hardest worker over the first two quarters. His tenacity has been the difference.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan out there with Young. And it's Pondexter in at the 3 slot. And the rejection by James.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
And Kuzma slams it in.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Harris against DeRozan.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
It's good. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Gasol. Aldridge a screen. Here's Pondexter, covered by LeBron. 4 on the clock. From 17 feet out.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
Kuzma kicks the ball.
Hey, freaking pass.
There's the pick over Aldridge. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. James has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. The Spurs have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Stolen by Corey Harris. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on DeRozan.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this lead. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Spurs. Bertanis comes in for Quincy Pondexter. San Antonio calls timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
Oh, sure. They did a ton of things right, and they can definitely look at those as they move forward to try to avenge that loss.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Young. And he makes good on the layup. Young's got 14 points for the game.
And at times, it's pick your poison with Young. When he gets rolling, you are in for a long night.
Here's Ball. Pass to Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Something went on in that locker room. They've come out aggressive, but also extremely focused.
There's the pick. Shoots from the elbow. Good for basket number 6 for him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Nice read on that play by DeRozan. Came off the pick and took what the defense gave him.
Harris, good.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Spurs trail by 16. Young passes to Aldridge.
The dude on the other team is making this mid-range shot.
From about 19 feet, Young, great positioning on the putback.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
The pass to Ball. Trying his luck deep, and another 3 for the Lakers.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
There's a screen. Bertans kicks to Young. Off the pick, and it's slammed in by Young.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And the Lakers call time here. Well, Steve, when it comes down to how this country is developed.
This shit is good for shooters. If you're a shooter, you can be out there making shit.
Murray outside.
Defense is crazy.
DeRozan on the wing.
You cannot make no pass through the lane.
Over Caldwell Pope, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 16 points for DeMar DeRozan.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Floats it up for James. Gasol with the steal. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Inside, here's LeBron. No good. Nice D from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 14. Pondexter, the pass to DeRozan. Outside Aldridge. Pondexter kicks to Gasol. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Ingram, and Harris subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
The third player drafted back in 2001, Pau Gasol, one of the most versatile bigs over the last decade.
And the basket is in from Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 17 now.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Aldridge with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Murray the pass to Aldridge. The fader. Misses off the right iron.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Kuzma. fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
The Lakers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Harris against DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers ahead, leading by 17. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Harris, and it's Big Daddy in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. DeRozan against Harris, and DeRozan kicks to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Back to DeRozan. Aldridge down low. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Aldridge, good.
With the amount of moves Aldridge has inside, as a defender, you never know what to take away.
Here's Harris, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Caldwell-Pope against Murray. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Aldridge. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
A 5-star recruit out of high school, Aldridge reportedly asked Shaq for advice about jumping to the NBA. Shaq told him to go to college. A couple years later, Aldridge is drafted the number 2 pick overall.
LeBron passes to Big Daddy. Misses in close. Spurs trail by 17. Down low, here's DeRozan. Kuzma pulls it in.
Ooh, you know that's one he liked to have back. Point blank range, and he missed it.
And regarding Aldridge, given his success at Texas, sounds like Shaq was right.
Aldridge just needed to develop strength, polish his skills. Hard to say where he would have been drafted right out of high school, but after 2 years of college, he went second.
Gasol kicks to Pondexter. He feeds it to Aldridge. Outside for Gasol. From outside the arc. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Like almost every other big in the league, it seems, Pau Gasol is working on that three-pointer.
DeRozan against Caldwell-Pope. Down low. Here's Big Daddy, and there's another one for the Lakers.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. To the left wing. Takes a 3. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Ball's checked in for Los Angeles. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. Ball against Murray. Kicks to Aldridge.
Shoots over Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
It's interesting. Aldridge used to shoot more free throws. That's when he used to bang inside. Now he's shooting a lot from the outside, so that trend will likely continue.
And here is Los Angeles now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. There's the pick. Ball against Murray. Now here's LeBron. He's covered closely. Pass to Big Daddy. Shoots from the block. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 19. Murray kicks to Gasol. Outside DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Aldridge has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Here's Big Daddy. Gasol with the defensive effort. San Antonio's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's DeRozan. Makes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, we're seeing the defense make adjustments, but DeRozan is making great reads, finding ways to counter.
Ball, the pass to Harris. Kuzma sets a screen. There's the screen. LeBron kicks to Harris. 6 to shoot. Big Daddy. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
I mean, phenomenal concentration. Pau Gasol able to stay focused through the contact. Potential and one.
Young's checked in for the Spurs.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
And the Lakers call time here.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now. Rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
They set the pick. Here's Ball. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Young passes to Pondexter. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Pondexter kicks to Aldridge. Banked in off the glass.
See, in this half, I feel like he's a much different shooter. Calm, focused, and letting things come to him.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. Comes up empty down low. Spurs trail by 14. To the paint, and stolen by James. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Lakers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. LeBron passes to Big Daddy, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Pau Gasol. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Pondexter kicks to Aldridge.
Trying to Hall of Fame.
Outside DeRozan. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And that's now 20 points for DeMar DeRozan. Lakers leading by 13.
The badges will
There's
come.
the pick. Young with the steal. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 11 points here in just the second half.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Shoots off the screen, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
James wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Young up top. And it comes off the front of the rim. LA's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Kuzma. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from DeRozan.
I'm a barbarian.
And that's 19 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Lakers leading by 15. Pass the ball.
That shit is so...
Kuzma sets a screen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
Well, this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card. You ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piled with cards in front of me.
Not at all.
Spurs trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A wide open look for Gasol. Connects from three-point range. Gasol's got 24 points.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's DeRozan. Got a piece of it.
Oh, my God.
It's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And Ball sets up his teammates. When they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Big Daddy.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has. You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Young passes to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Too much sauce tonight. LaMarcus has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Lakers leading by 16. LeBron kicks to Harris. Passes it to Big Daddy. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
There's the pass to Ball. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Ball's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, got to respect the mid-range game of Ball. Well, when he gets a little space to shoot, he quickly can get it off.
Here's Aldridge. The Lakers with the rebound. Big Daddy's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
The first one falls.
You are something else.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Spurs trail by 19. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
The aggressive mindset of DeRozan, catches and shoots without hesitation.
Pass the ball. Back to LeBron, and James throws it down.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another win, and the streak goes on. This roll has been amazing. How are you sustaining this level of play every night?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap.
I got Bruiser on silver. Let's go. Two, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Yeah, spark plug. Good. Right now.
Hey, Griff standing by for an interview.
Oh, yeah?
Right this
What's
way.
up, Griff? What's up, guys?
AI.
Come on over.
Thank you.
Want me to just
I wanted to
drive
ask
there?
about your teammates.
See you?
How do you feel
at,
your relationship is with them now that you've had some time in the league under your belt?
At like 9:30. What time does he come?
My teammates are
10:30.
cool, man. I feel like they
All
really
right.
start to, respect my game and listen to what I have to say. I mean, kind of like they have to the way I'm playing, you know what I'm saying?
Can you explain what you mean by that?
I'm just saying that, I'm sensing in
Hey,
myself
I'm
a natural
trash at
evolution to
Madden,
be an
bro.
alpha dog. You know, like
Madden's too
people
hard to
naturally
play.
want, a leader, someone to follow. And I'm starting to see that with my teammates, which is great because, I would love to just kind of take over and make sure I can take all the shots, you know what I'm saying?
I see, noted. Anything more you want to say on the matter?
Oh, yeah, I'm the man, man.
You know what? I think that's probably enough of that. You got what you needed, right? AI, you can go get dressed.
Oh, yeah, sure thing, man. My teammates waiting for me. I'll see you guys later.
Thank
Thank
you, AI.
you.
Yo, FaZe, what's good? Where'd my controller go? I gotta grind, bitch. And we're back to another video. Jeez. Video, cheese. Video, cheese. Making his way downtown.
Bite. Bite.
Yo, what's up, man?
Now listen.
What's up, AI?
Now listen. We got young Bruiser. About to be lighting people up.
All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do.
Come on, man. Take that screen. That's a foul. Got it. There you go. Got it. There you go. What? Damn it.
Poetry
Count it.
emotion, AI.
We gotta get this last score, my G. Come on, take that screen and go to the rim, bro. Like you never went to the rim before. That a boy.
Guys, let's go.
That a boy. Damn. I gotta do that 39 times. Probably more than that. 36.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
VR the legend pro himself.
Let's go. Practice how you play, guys. Come on.
Listen, Dave.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. on moving, gentlemen.
Next time, man. Next time.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
It's probably bored. Come on, bro. Put the ball up.
All right, on to the next one.
See you later.
Shit.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Well, for San Antonio, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. Tonight, we get to watch DeMar DeRozan, one of the more prolific scorers in the game. And Shaq, he's doing it without being a major three-point threat.
MRA is always interesting when a guy is getting it done in different ways. MRA stands for mid-range assassin, in case you know.
Okay.
And excellent on that shot.
Well, he draws the defenders off the double team. The dribble penetration is great.
What?
Hey,
come on. You're
of
doing so many D's and B's there, man. I can't understand.
Well, I just
so what's he doing?
He's drawing double teams.
Uh-huh.
And
How's
when he
his
does
dribble
that,
penetration for DeMar DeRozan?
Oh, you almost
I almost bobbled
lost
that
it
one too.
Yeah,
I almost bobbled the dribble.
The dribble penetration by DeMar DeRozan. That's pretty impressive. That's why I was trying to get it all out.
Yeah. You know a guy who never has any trouble getting any of those words out?
Who are you talking
about? Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan.
Y'all got me again.
Yeah,
I forgot who you were
forgetting about Kevin Harlan.
Way to go. Way to go. Remember that, BR? Way to go.
The Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So for the Spurs, their last game, a loss to the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Now, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
Well, D.A., you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Big Daddy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Young, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Here's Gasol. Kuzma pulls it in. With the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Kuzma's got the first points up on the board here for Los Angeles.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
Now here is Harris. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ball. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Boy, Ball showing us a nice little mid-range game, Kevin. With his height and touch, he's got great confidence with the in-between game.
Young against Ball. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Gasol. That one drops for him. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron outside. Kuzma with the screen for LeBron. Kuzma sets a screen. Harris against Murray. And it's Corey Harris penetrating, and the shot is good.
That's just raw strength. Harris not allowing the defense to overpower him on the way up.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
The free throw off from Harris. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
And the shot goes in.
Now, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Bobby, give me some Ricky Bobby.
Outside DeRozan. Kicks it to Young. And it's blocked.
I'm averaging 5 blocks a game, bro.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. Hits the jumper in space.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here's Murray. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lakers leading by 4. James kicks the ball. The Big Daddy passes the ball. James buries it down low. James has got his first bucket in this one.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Outside Gasol. Harris against Murray. Outside DeRozan. This one for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8.
Oh! Hey, hey, hey! Ooh, ooh, wow! And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Murray against Harris. Kuzma sets a screen. Lets the 3 fly. The shot off that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Murray kicks to Young. Aldridge with a screen on Ball. Here's DeRozan. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Los Angeles leading by 6. To the middle. And Kuzma slams it in.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Young against Ball. Young outside. Kuzma against Aldridge. It's stolen by Harris. And it's the Lakers on the break. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
San Antonio calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important. Harris outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Big Daddy. Good, and a nice assist from Corey Harris. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And this is the kind of guy Harris is, looking for his guys, wanting to make them better.
Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young is out there with Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Goes up at the stripe, misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 24 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Murray outside. The pass to Gasol. He kicks it to Young. Now Aldridge. He's covered by Ball. Aldridge down low. He's against Kuzma. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
LeBron outside. Harris with it. Out guarded by Murray. Harris dishes to LeBron.
Man, bro, get off me.
Pass to Kuzma. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. Shot's good from Big Daddy.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Murray, the pass to Forbes. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. With his first shot attempt, it's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
San Antonio calls timeout. Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle on. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well. Kemba Walker, diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites, one of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Yeah, some terrific names there. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays. This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Kuzma passes to Big Daddy, banked in off the glass. Big Daddy's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
The Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Murray against Harris. Murray kicks to Gasol. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Murray, the pass to Young. Kuzma against Aldridge. For 3, Murray, the rebound by the Lakers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
And Young kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Kuzma. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Walker comes in for Murray, and it's Mills in for Young. Spurs trail by 16.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 16
was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
That's a two-pointer from Walker. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Kuzma sets a screen, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Bertans kicks to Pirtle. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle, just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. From deep, Walker. Rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Ingram.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now, here's Mills. 6 points for him. Pass to DeRozan. Over Caldwell Pope. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Big Daddy in at the center, locking down the middle. DeRozan against LeBron. Aldridge a screen. Here's Young. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Young's got his first 2 points. Passes the ball. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the layup. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Aldridge can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Gasol with the steal.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
Harris's shot is good.
Incredible use of the floater there. How do you guard Harris, especially when he's hitting shots like that?
Young passes to Gasol. Back to Young. Stolen by Ball. Here's Big Daddy. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Spurs trail by 21. San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Los Angeles. And stolen by LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the paint. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play.
I play the Spurs like.
That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
And a much-needed run, too, Greg. I mean, they've turned it up a notch. Really taking over now.
The three from Mills. San Antonio again missing. Down low. It's deflected and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Pirtle. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Back to Mills. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Lakers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Big Daddy, yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. The Spurs shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And Walker kicks to Mills. Pirtle, the pass to Bertans. Aldridge with a screen on Ingram. Here's Bertans. He's covered by Ingram. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. He's checked in for Walker. The Lakers also with a sub. Caldwell Pope's checked in. There's a good screen. Rondo passes to Big Daddy, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
He blocked it. That's crazy.
30 seconds left to play in the third. There's the pass to Rondo. Tries a three. Drills it from outside. Rondo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
11 seconds left in the third. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Over LeBron. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 7 points for the quarter.
What up, Smagger?
And so it's Los Angeles rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan.
Hey, we're doing a great job. I said it last.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Cunningham. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Davis Bertans. Mills, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Young is subbed in for White. And then for Los Angeles, Big Daddy's checked in for Zubats. Brandon Ingram comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Hart subbed in for Rajon Rondo. DeRozan and Aldridge, the talented forward duo. Young is out there with Mills. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. They set the pick. DeRozan using the pick, and it's good off the back rim and in. DeRozan's got 24.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Aldridge a screen. Mills passes to Young. Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, vice president, player relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting, both radio and television, then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationships with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And, Greg, this gives them some gloating room, if you will. It's a special win because now they'll finish 3-1 against them.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. On offense, here are the Spurs. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. To the inside, Beasley with the steal. Pass to Big Daddy, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Good on both. And here's Mills. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, congrats on the win. I'm sure you guys are building confidence, but it's early. And how much do those postseason dreams factor into what this team's doing right now?
You know, I feel like we had the...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David...
just say
That's it.
Just let me
Ta.
Yo, what up, Charlie?
AI, just the guy I was looking for. Press wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You can get changed first.
Okay, I'll be right there.
All right, 5 minutes.
Beautiful that grew. Heck yeah, I ain't had one in a long time. He on that trip, shit. He gonna get you. And that's it for today.